Among the ancient Norse gods, there was one who shined brighter than all the rest. A being so pure, so perfect, that even the gods themselves believed he could never be touched by death. Yet his demise would set in motion a chain of events that would shake the heavens and signal the end of their world. Today we're diving into the tragic story of Baldr, the shining god, whose fall was not just the death of a deity, but the first step toward Ragnarök, the Norse apocalypse. What if I told you that the purest god, the one destined to save the world, was betrayed not by an enemy, but by his own family? Stay with us as we unravel the twisted fate of Baldr, the perfect god whose death foretold the doom of all creation. Baldr, the second son of Odin and Frigg, was adored by all the gods of Asgard. His very presence brought joy and peace to the divine realm. He was the embodiment of light and beauty, the symbol of goodness in Norse mythology. Baldr lived in Breidablik, a realm so pure that nothing unclean could enter. It was here that he, his wife Nanna, and their son Forseti resided, ruling over the most just and fair court known to the gods. But despite all his goodness, Baldr was haunted by a vision shared by his mother, Frigg. They both dreamt of his untimely death. Odin, the All-Father himself, went to the underworld to consult the Völva, the ancient prophetess. Her words were clear and unchangeable. Baldr was destined to die, and his death would signal the beginning of Ragnarök. Frigg, desperate to save her beloved son, traveled the 9 worlds, asking every living and inanimate thing to swear an oath not to harm Baldr. She believed she had succeeded, all except for one thing: a small, insignificant plant, mistletoe. Loki, the trickster god, always in search of chaos, discovered this oversight. He crafted a spear from the mistletoe, the only thing in all of existence that could harm Baldr. The other gods, unaware of the danger, were throwing weapons at Baldr for fun, watching in awe as everything bounced off him harmlessly. Loki approached Hödur, Baldr's blind brother. He whispered deceitfully in his ear, persuading him to join the game by throwing the mistletoe spear at his brother. Hödur, blind and trusting, obeyed, and with that single throw, he unknowingly became the instrument of his own brother's demise. Baldr fell, his light extinguished. The entire world wept for him. His death was not just the loss of a beloved god. It was the first crack in the walls of Asgard, the first note in the dark song of Ragnarök. As Baldr's body burned on his ship, his wife Nanna's heart shattered. She could not bear to live without him and joined him on the pyre. The flames roared high into the night sky, and a giantess named Hyrrockin pushed the ship out to sea, shaking the earth with her power. Frigg made one last attempt to see her son again. She begged Hel to return Baldr from the dead. Hel agreed, but with a cruel condition. If everything on earth would weep for Baldr, he could return to the living. And almost everything did weep, except for one. Loki, in disguise as the giantess Thok, refused to shed a single tear. His heartless act sealed Baldr's fate in the underworld, ensuring that he would remain there until the end of time. But this is not the end for Baldr. He is destined to rise again after Ragnarök, leading a new world built on forgiveness and purity. He will return to guide the survivors through the ashes of the old world, alongside the brother who once killed him. Baldr's fall was not just the end of innocence, it was the beginning of a prophecy that even the gods could not escape. And when the time comes, he will rise to shine again. But will his light be enough to cleanse the world of its darkness? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the myth and mystery of Baldr, the shining god. If you enjoyed this story of fate, betrayal, and rebirth, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tales from the realm of the gods.